There we go. Finally it came up. Alright, I tweeted out the stream. Everything looks like it's in good shape at the moment. Shit, let me mute it on my end here. There we go. So I'm not getting feedback from the stream here at this point. And I figured out that I had the microphone like plugged in the wrong way the entire time too. So now it's actually closer to my mouth. For once. Unfortunately, I can see it on my peripheral vision here too. But it is what it is. Anyway. RPG Sunday instead of Assassin's Creed this time. Because those are the two options that I'm going to be working with going forward. Either an RPG or Assassin's Creed. But, yeah, continuing more of this from yesterday, so. That being said, let's talk to her.
I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
And I only tend to go for about an hour today, so. Yeah, your companion?
My farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped?
It's possible.
Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Did someone break it down?
The door was undamaged and showed no signs of...
Hey, Chunk. Yes, I am up to 21 because of a raid from Biggles yesterday. Now you can buy a beer. Yeah. As I was saying before you got here to absolutely no one, but to whoever will see this on YouTube later, if Cousin Nico is still live when I get done, then we're gonna raid him because he's playing Prince of Persia, and just recently, cousin Nico came out of retirement to start streaming again. So, whom is also friends with Radio. So we'll raid him if he's still alive at that point. Plus, I know that he'll appreciate it because it looks like one person watching right now. But seeing as how I just started the stream, it's gonna be a while. So.
Well, yes, it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming.
And you're right, I can buy a beer. Doesn't mean I'm going to today because I have to be at work tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. Your missing companion is a droid lady? It's probably a sex bot.
Yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
So, I'm right, it's a sex bot. You live alone with this droid?
Personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of
Thank you. Thank you,
my own
Chunk.
personal ease of mind, I need
The
him.
next time I'll probably have a drink would be on the next stream that I probably would be
Please,
able to have a drink on.
return my droid to me.
Cause I actually set rules for myself. I don't even have a drink. A day, day, the day before I have to be at work. But if it's like, for example, if I come home from work, it's in the afternoon, but I don't have to work the next day, then yeah, having any drink is fine at that point. Hey, Jedi Knight Lego. Thanks for dropping in to say hi. And as usual, you gotta go, but you'll give a host again. You're nothing but predictable, Jedi, because you do this every time now. And I appreciate it every single time, Jedi. So hello, goodbye, and thank you for the host once again. Just like yesterday when I was playing Knights of the Old Republic. As it turns out, Sony, good Knights of the Old Republic right here from the original Xbox. Go fuck yourself. You are welcome, Jedi. Uh, I'll help you find your droid lady.
Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
This lady really needs her sex bot then. Well, I guess we gotta go do that then. As well, here. We gotta go looking for her sex toy. Let's throw the lightsaber and see what happens. That went pretty well. I will say this, though. There is one thing that I would like to see, and that's a Star Wars RPG with action mechanics. I'm not saying I don't like the turn-based stuff, or or this style of combat system, because I do, but I would also like to mix it up every once in a while. You guys know what I mean, right? By the way, just a fun fact for you too, Chunk. I tweeted this out, but under the title of Drew Plays KOTOR Ep.6, and the underlying title of Can we get Mara to watch this stream? Because the reason for me wanting to try to stream like at noon now, a little more, if at all possible, is because of what Mara said in her last stream. I believe it was last night for Talk Nerdy to, well, me, because it was just Mara there. I I I asked her and she actually answered on her stream of when would be good to stream for her to be able to watch, and she went in the afternoons. So here we are. So let's see if we can get Mara in here. I doubt it because it's a Star Wars game, but but here's hoping that Mara can actually tune in for one. Otherwise, I have no problem streaming at any time of day or night. So I just generally try to stay away from the real overnight hours, like after like 3 o'clock in the morning. Generally, because I'm like on my way out to work, like during the week most of the time now. At that time, Mara, I summon thee. If only it worked that way, Chunk. If only it worked that way. Because if it worked that way, I would summon her like a Thanos snap to every stream. But but that's not how women work, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Because I tweeted out and I also tagged her in the tweeting out of the stream, so she's bound to see it. If if she's going to, that is. Let's take out this horned calf hound. Come here, you horny bastard. There we go. Got that one. And mission's gonna start a fight already over here. God damn it, mission. Is anyone doing any damage to anybody else? Okay, so they are. Okay. Let's heal up a bit here. There we go. Alright. We got some more Cath hounds coming up here. As I was also saying before you got here, Chunk, Sundays I'm going to try to do either Assassin's Creed or an RPG of some kind, and this falls under the banner of RPG. As well as Saturdays, I'm going to try to stick to Star Wars games until I don't have any Star Wars games to play. And this also falls under Star Wars as well, so Saturday and Sunday is probably going to be this for a while here. So Knights of the Old Republic. If nothing else, to try to stick it to Sony, that Knights of the Old Republic is playable on Xbox One slash Series X and S. And this version is not corrupted by SJW bullshit. Just saying. Hence also part of the reason why you see me wearing fuck Naughty Dog here. KOTOR is coming to the Switch. Yes, it is. But given the fact that Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast also came to the Switch, and I bought and paid that, and I bought that digitally on the Switch to play that at the time, my official thoughts on this coming to the Switch, I don't have any faith in it because of how the port of. I never played it. You never played KOTOR? Well, hopefully the Switch port will be good. But as I was saying earlier, I played Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast when that came to the Switch, and the port of it absolutely sucked. The controls were terrible. It it did not matter which form of Switch you're playing on, handheld, uh, Joy-Con mode, docked Joy-Con mode with like the hand thing controller thing for the Joy-Cons, or even the Pro controller. Every form of playing it, the controls were terrible and poorly optimized for the Switch. So my expectation for this on the Switch, because it's turn-based combat, I hope, fingers crossed, that it works in comparison to Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. But I don't have any faith that they're gonna get the port right on the Switch. So, but if they do, then I personally I'm just gonna stick to the physical copy I have here on Xbox because I can actually hold it in my hands and bite it if I want. Anyway, and uh, and also another fun fact: I remember playing this for the first time back in 2005. So about 2 years after this initially came out. And then right after I got done playing through this, I discovered that there was a sequel, so I went out and bought that immediately. And that and Knights of the Old Republic 2 had been out for like a year by then, give or take. Maybe 2 years by then. But arguably the game you're watching me play right now is the game that got me started playing RPGs in the first place. So, this game was my first role-playing game ever. So, this game led me to the Elder Scrolls series then. Effectively. Knights of the Old Republic was the gateway drug to role-playing games for me. And it was beautiful that it was a Star Wars game, so the best of both things. Role playing and Star Wars, sign me up. Case in point, if there's ever a third one done by, for example, Obsidian, take my fucking money right now. Especially with what Obsidian has on the fire right now between Avowed and the Outer Worlds 2 as well. I'm definitely looking forward to those. But Chunk, did you get to see the 15-minute gameplay demo for Elden Ring a couple days ago? Nope, honestly, I'm not interested in Elden Ring. Dude. I'll say my piece as soon as this battle's over. So I can better hear my thoughts, cause I got the sound of the game in my headphones here. Alright, so I watched the entire demo for Elden Ring, and I'm gonna talk about it on the podcast on YouTube on Wednesday with Desert Nord, because I also texted him the video, or should I say the link of the demo, so he could watch it, so we could properly talk about it. But the Elden Ring is officially, after watching that, my top anticipated game going into next year when it comes out in February. At least I believe that's the release date at least at this stage. But the gameplay left me going, this is the love child of a Dark Souls game and Skyrim. That's why it's hell. I'm even willing to admit at this point, Chunk, that Elden Ring I'm more interested in playing than Halo and especially Forza 5 right now. Especially with recent reports of Forza Horizon 5 is supposedly going to have pronouns, and my only thought is, how do cars have fucking pronouns? So, Forza Horizon 5 is going woke, apparently, which pisses me off. And yeah, and yes, not being interested in Elden is an unpopular opinion, but it's no reason to not like a person either. So, regardless if you and I have a different opinion on something, as far as I'm concerned, based on your track record, you are still the sniper elite in my Twitch comment section of mods. Although you're the only one that's basically here for everything, so or just about everything, so. But when you see a bot or spam, you get it now before I even see it. So you're the sniper elite, my friend. And no bad opinion from you is ever going to change that. Because how I feel about you as my top moderator is based on your work so far. And Krista just went live chatting. Now I'm expecting chicken nuggets in the chat from you, Chunk. Anyway. But yeah, Elden Ring gives me Dark Souls meets Skyrim vibes. And that's why I'm highly interested in it at this point. Soon as I saw that gameplay, I'm like, from a gameplay standpoint, this is what I was hoping fighting a dragon would have been like in Skyrim. And now we're going to be getting that in Elden Ring, because there's dragons in in Elden Ring apparently. Because my initial reaction, I want to watch it now. Yeah, because yeah, anything anything that feels like Skyrim but plays like Dark Souls, fucking sign me up, dude.
You've been holding out on us again. You haven't given us enough money. I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children
Yeah.
instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Hit the motherfucker, you stupid Jedi. Good deal. I never played Dark Souls or any game like it either. It's just not my thing. Dark Souls are normally not my thing, but I have friends who have been very high on Dark Souls for a long time, so I bought the first one. And I played a lot of that on the 360. Dark Souls 2 on my Xbox One. I have Dark Souls 3. I also have Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. They're not really my thing, but I enjoy them for how difficult they are at that point. So basically, Elden Ring is basically a way more difficult and a way more what's the word I'm looking for? Realistic style combat compared to Skyrim, but the exploration side of it is a Skyrim clone. So, but the graphics, the gameplay looks like a Souls game, but with everything that we love from Skyrim, including dragons. So, but initially my reaction to seeing the dragon was, oh, another dragon. But then I saw how you fight the dragon bosses, and I'm like, oh, um, almost as if you were watching porn, and you didn't realize you were about to watch porn. Type of situation. But then again, the fact that I play like Elder Scrolls and Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all this other stuff ought to not surprise you because I play some of everything, if at all possible. So even though I have my personal taste in games, I try to play stuff just to see like what the big deal is, why people like it, and then also try to have like a more wider range opinion on gaming, if at all possible. So therefore, I'm not talking out my ass about something that I haven't played, unlike game journalists, which we really shouldn't be calling game journalists. We should be calling not really game activists, because that's degrading to actual activists, too. Game, insert term here that makes sense. Fuck, I forgot. God damn it. Forgot this thing over here. There we go. Eventually. What the hell? That's better. Jesus. Don't know why that popped up on my phone. Something from Twitter that I don't remember ever looking at. Alright, let's go solve this murder then.
chatukunne mulerabes. Mucho shot bakat. Kieno no nama paole rachikun. Takunjus takmiki grabumoko. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadada nanga kumbis mule rabes. Jedu badwana nidi bobo. Tong nabungsha nunya. Tong patukashmak talea.
What do you want me to do?
Dijo tonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tongking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukunne mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yeking kuno ba mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dondonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chila mulane nindu bobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera. Dijo tunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yeking kuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yeking kuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yeking kuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Is there anything else I should know?
Hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukunne mulerabes. Mucho shot bakat. Kieno no nama paole rachikun.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
Um, I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened, pal.
Hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baruch has enlisted to help you with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi and Cleric and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Cordonetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
The analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
Wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calfhounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calfhounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
I may have, or I will have more questions later.
Dolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola wana chikni jedu badu wana nidi bobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong batukashmak talea. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonk wale o gando na chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Mucho shak pakant. Kiye no nama paole. Kupa Chekopa? Gino Muller. Mucho shot back. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwale o gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun.
Are you still watching the gameplay thing for Elden Ring there, Chunk?
Miki grabulmoko. Kachi chu ita bonga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola wana chikne. Wamule slimo podadada nanga.
Yeah. Alright. Let me know in the chat when you're done watching it. Then you can tell me what you think based on what you see.
Is there any other information? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Netic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Darren spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port. Apparently, Mr. R. Lusok was making accusations at Mr. C. Netic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of... Is there any other... Very well. I will be here.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in.
My
Why?
wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Hakupa Chekopa? Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukun ne mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Svimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukun ne mulerabes.
They had a fight over business matters.
Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Svimo podona. Takun justak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank. Wale oganda naru chuchut. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Svimo podona. Mucho shak pakat. Kiye no.
Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there any other information you need? These planes are rife with wild. There have been over small farms. Is there any other?
Wrong,
Very
wrong
well.
option.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I'd be most appreciated if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard's the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course. Of course.
Is there any other information you need?
Is there a report about Hannon's blaster being stolen?
But I seem to be failing. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to find anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with authorities, but this has not been. Is there any other information?
Yeah.
Very well.
The blaster is Handon's. He lied about it being stolen.
Mucho shot backhand.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not KOTOR's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Hakup. Song abom sha umnina. Wanga kumbis king balemura.
Okay, I'm done. It looks like another Souls-like game to me. That's fair. I wouldn't mind watching others play it, it's just not my type of game. Fair enough. Everyone has their own taste in games. But, like I said, to me, the gameplay reminded me of a cross between Skyrim meets typical games from software. So Souls games. So, and I'm highly interested in it because going into next year, the top two games for me would be Elden Ring and maybe Starfield. But Starfield isn't till next November, so or the the end of next year, so. But Elden Ring is slated for February at this point, so I'll still be here in Minnesota when Elden Ring comes out, so I'm highly looking forward to that. But anyway, back to this.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha nunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachi kun. Spimo podonar di hodunga kun kabe.
No, they are both guilty. Had to admit that the caller was having an affair with his wife. And also for the record, Chunk, I would not mind streaming Elden Ring on the channel for you to watch me play it. So there's a perfect match right there. You wouldn't mind watching someone play it. I wouldn't mind playing it for you. So you know where to go to find Elden Ring when it comes out. Right here. Same thing also goes for Forza Horizon 5, God Help Me Now, as well as Halo Infinite, because I'll be playing the campaign at launch for that too, next month, in the case of Halo. Which also reminds me about playing games. I won't be doing anything on Twitch tomorrow, but on YouTube side, I will be getting back to playing Horizon Zero Dawn tomorrow after work. So I won't be here on Twitch. I'll be on YouTube tomorrow. So for a stream there, because I really do want to continue playing my PlayStation games as well, and that's done over on YouTube. So hence why I try to direct people from YouTube over here for Xbox and people from here over to YouTube to watch my PlayStation stuff. So. And Karth is leveling up right now. Alright, so we got that done. I don't like this camera angle. Hit the fucker, you idiot. There we go. That's better. Come on. Do the thing to him. That's nice. Come on, Karth. God damn it, Karth. Come on, Karth. There we go.
What?
Yes?
That was a heck of a fight. Now we can sit and talk while we wait for the force to fill back up to heal here. So, chunk of games that are coming out for the rest of this year or the beginning of next year, what are you most looking forward to then, my friend? Just the next two Pokemon games. All other games I'm looking forward to playing are on PS5, which I don't have. Uh, what games are on the PS5 that you don't have that you're looking forward to playing? Because the only things that I can think of that are only on PS5 are Demon Souls and Ratchet and Clank. A Split in Time or 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 whatever it's called. The Ratchet and Clank game in which there's portals that you go through, and there's a female version of Ratchet as well in it. Those are the only two games that I can think of off the top of my head that I would be interested in playing if I were interested in getting a PlayStation 5. That are only a PS5. Otherwise, from my understanding, the next Horizon Zero Dawn, which is Horizon Forbidden West, is also coming to PlayStation 4. And supposedly, the next God of War is also supposed to be coming to PS4 as well. So, from my point of view, there isn't much of a reason to be interested in PlayStation 5 for the foreseeable future. Because the biggest games that I'm interested in are supposed to be coming to what I already have. So other and yeah, with the Pokemon games, I'm interested in Arceus. That's pretty much it for Pokemon for me. So it's Arceus. It's well, in the case of Nintendo, for PlayStation, it's for me Horizon Forbidden West, the next God of War potentially, Elden Ring, Halo Infinite, and then at the end of next year, also Starfield, which is by Bethesda Game Studios. And they need that to be a success in comparison to Fallout 76. So, because Fallout 76 was an absolute fucking dud of a game. It was a piece of shit, in my opinion. Because I was there at launch, and of everyone in my group that started playing Fallout 76, I was the only one who got in on the first try. Because the servers sucked at launch on launch day for that game. Because it took like everyone else like 3 or 4 tries to try to log into Fallout 76, and I, being the overly cynical person for that game, got in on the first try, which was really stupid, as my friends were quick to point out. That being Toxic, Prime, and Stalin, as I usually call them by their gamer tags, even though I know all of their first names. So, with that in mind, we're gonna go try to deal with Juhani here. and probably call it a stream and go see about raiding Nico if he's still live by that point. Assuming that he will still be live for quite a while at that point. But first I'm going to save it right here in case anything happens here.
I will be your doom! You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Who are you?
Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
You embrace the dark side? Why?
My master, KOTOR. I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
You slew your master?
I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I was sent by the council to cleanse the taint from this
The
grove.
council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved?
I have no desire to kill you, Juhani. I'm gonna bounce. I've been up for almost 24 hours and I'm tired as fuck. No problem, Chunk. Have a good sleep, my friend. Take it easy yourself and I'll see you in the next one, Chunk. Have a good sleep, brother. And be safe.
Lies. Leave me and come back when you have the courage to finish your task.
Okay, I'm gonna have to level up then. Before I do that. Personal assistance droid.
As I said, I am C842, a personal assistance droid. Although in recent months the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
Are you what's her name's droid?
Send you to find me. Please do not tell her you saw me.
You're running from her?
But I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her.
All the time?
You don't want to know.
Probably not.
She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those cat hounds.
You sought them out?
It would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me?
Fine, I'll destroy you and tell her why you did it.
Kind sir, you have my eternal gratitude.
Alright, so with Chunk having left, I think I will call it here so I can go check out Cousin Nico and watch what he's doing in Prince of Persia and enjoy his stream for the rest of the afternoon here. So, with that being said, obviously it did not work to get Mara here. Maybe next time, hopefully, let's see. Am I doing anything Wednesday for a stream? Yeah, that's just doing something from my backlog. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do Wednesday here. Otherwise, tomorrow I'll be live on YouTube. And you guys will be seeing this on YouTube. So I'll be live here on YouTube to play some more Horizon Zero Dawn, to try to get through that before Horizon Forbidden West comes out in Q1 next year. So I think that's like February, as well as Elden Ring. But with all of that being said, to Chunk the Punk, Jedi who were here, thank you so much for the stream here on Twitch. To those of you who will watch this on YouTube, thank you for doing so as well. And I will see all of you in the next one. Have yourselves a great rest of your day, and I love you all. Peace.